Just stops and props for a second. Gets it from Bibi. And goes from a little charity stripe jumper, and it's good to go from Sammy Whitcomb. So Whitcomb bringing it down again for Perth. Being their leader all season. She pulls up for a long three, and why not? That's what Sammy Whitcomb does best. Couldn't do so. So the Caps not shooting too well to start off this game. But Whitcomb shooting the lights up. Can she go again? She can! Sammy Whitcomb. Burrell gets it out to Melbourne. And now Pizzi having a go from 3-point range, and that one's good. And that's set for the Caps.
Their scoring line tonight. A much needed bucket through Pizzi, and hopefully that just slows it down a little bit here, but they've got to start to pick up on the defensive end.
A really high bounce pass just ends in the hands of Clinch Hoycart. It goes for the quarterback pass, and it ends back in the hands of Melbourne. So a bit of sloppy play there from both teams, but Burrell gets it and goes. That's a nice drive and finish from Ray Burrell. One to come. The Lynx have 11 in total, as you can see. Guarded by Melbourne. It's going to be a fascinating matchup between those two, but Whitcomb wins out on that occasion. This time guarded by Taya Burrows, who's on for her first minutes tonight. Gets a little rolling pass to Smart, and that works out perfectly.
Good take it. She's also looking for the foul there. She had a great game.
Melbourne now gets it to Burrell. She's getting to work on Atwell, and does so successfully. Ray Burrell. What can she do with the ball in hand now? Has Atwell free, but dances around the defense instead. Sammy Whitcomb putting on all the moves in this first quarter. Kalea guarding her at the moment. Whitcomb gets it back, dumps it into Bibi. And that one rolls in.
Hasn't she been a great pickup for the Perth Lynx? You know, from Victoria, we know that she shoots a strong wide body, can drain it from three, as we see a beautiful pass there.
Melbourne into Burrell. She get back-to-back buckets. Yes! One more to come for Ray Burrell.
On that one, but just got caught flat-footed, and Ray
denies Alex Sharp on the other end, but Barrows just cuts it off there for Perth. And now she can use her speed to try and get around Jade Melbourne. It's a hard task, but she pops it up and does so successfully. Burrell. Kalea coming off a career best performance. Swain, a deep three is good.
COE, and definitely one to watch as well, that combo guard, shooting guard position. And no doubt someone that UC Caps are probably going to want to sign, and sign really quickly. Defensively, I'm pretty sure Coach Chris Neville wouldn't be happy with that. But either way, they're
just giving some direction to her teammates now. Edwards calling for it. Gets her own rebound and pops it in the second time round. Smart. Tucked up in that corner. Kalea. Swain. Yes! Shanice Swain lighting it up from three-point range for the Caps. She's looking for more blood. Clock counts down to 5. Burrows gets it and goes with it. And they'll be looking to try and claim a scalp on the eve of the season. Finishing. Swain. She's been lighting it up from three-point range, and there's another one. We know how good she is from three-point range. She gives it to Clinch Hoycart this time, trying to get her first points of the game. Atwell gets it back, and that's what she does. Sammy Whitcomb back on the floor for Perth. 16 points for her to start off this game. Atwell. Another three for Amy Atwell.
They're just coming up out of the corner, force her away from that dribble handoff action, or even just that pass, but got to respect her a little bit more. And even that one, we've got to respect a little bit more.
Another three for the game. Those two are going head-to-head, Atwell and Swain, from three-point range. Swain's hit 3 for the game. So too is Atwell and Perth. Caps are trying a few interesting things this game. Whitcomb with one of her signature passes. Atwell can't finish it off. Bibi, she does the work and finishes it off for Perth.
Second champ points are going to hurt you if you're the UC Caps. They've got to get one and done on the O glass. Boxing out early is paramount.
Swain once again. A level. Sorry, Jenny.
When you talk about what you're playing for, whilst the UC Caps, their record's 2-18. A lot of these girls are playing for contracts. They're playing for, you know, looking for other clubs, and right now they've got to put on their best efforts in order to try and get people looking as Britt Smarts finds the bottom of the net.
Not quite working out at times. Atwell to Bibby. Gets it back into Atwell, who finds herself in on the inside this time, and that one's good to go as well. Here is Atwell once again. Had Bibby calling for it, but instead gave it to Chloe Forster, who goes in for the M1. Just getting past the Capitals defense.
Having these girls get those opportunities just gives them a little bit more confidence and allows Coach Ryan Petrick to trust his players. Shall he need them? But one player, that Kristen Veal.
Let's see what Perth can do on their offensive set. Already hit the 50 points for the game. Bibby makes a 52.
So it's not that hard to read in those contextual situations, but it is putting pressure on the Perth Lynx defense and making them have to be aware, as we see a nice little backdoor play there from Brittany Spar.
Getting to work on Burrows. Kalea into Smart. Melbourne finds herself open. And that's what Jade Melbourne does. As the clock ticks down to below a minute. 54 to 42 is the scoreline for Perth. And Wickham adds another 2 points again.
There was nothing defensively the UC Caps and Shanice Swain could have done there. That was just a case of better offense.
And Shane Melbourne shows the magic that she's got on the opposite end.
Around in Australian for many others.
And of course, if you or someone you know needs help, please call the helpline 1-800-RESPECT or 1-800-737-732 as Chloe Bibby gets things started for the Lynx in the third term.
Isn't the team he had last year. He's done a great job. I, for one, probably didn't see them in the top 4 this year, but they've proved me wrong.
Gets going on the opposite end. Burrows played some good defense there. Swain thought about lining it up again. This time drives in and banks it in. Melbourne again trying to look for another steal. This time pops the hand in Atwell's face. It affects the shot. Sharp's there as she has been for most of the season and gets it done on the inside.
And she's made a name for herself doing that.
Sixth Woman of the Year candidate is Alex Sharp. Melbourne MVP candidate is Jade Melbourne, and she glides in for another 2 points.
At the moment, but in terms of highlight reels and entertaining, this one has it all.
And again, another steal for the Caps. This time Pizzi comes up with it. Melbourne going in again and successfully getting another bucket.
Being able to push in transition. First time they're under 10 since the opening minutes of the first quarter.
Burrows now, what can she do? She banks in a nice shot. In front of it, packed out and Triple C. Alex Sharp looking for another bucket to her name. Gets it to go.
Defensively in the half court and hopefully get another stop.
So Atwell giving it into Sharp, who's going to work on Smart. And Alex Sharp, just like that, has 6 points to her name in a couple of minutes.
And then nice 2 turnaround fadeaways from Alex.
Smart, double team, so had to give it out to Swain, who's been lining it up all night from 3-point range. Her 6th of the night takes her to 21 points.
6 of 10 from deep she is. The way she's going with only still a touch over 15 minutes to go, she could be well on her way to breaking the record.
Into Melbourne. Getting it back out to her forward, who pops it in from long range. Beck Pizzi joining the party.
Themselves in a 1-2-2 press and force Perth Lynx into an open shot, but probably a rush shot. Ooh, as we see some dancing.
Sway just gets a defender out of the way. Packing in the meantime. That is class from Shanice Swain. It's why she's nominated for the Breakout Player of the Year. And on the opposite end, Forster gets herself a chance for an M1. And now Forster has a chance to just calm things down a bit after that. Getting the M1. And some good passing here from the Caps. Ends with Pizzi on the inside. So too is Swain inbounding there. 24 points already for her. Kalea coming off a great game against Melbourne. Gets herself a nice 3.
Investing in that, but then also trusting them to give them those opportunities when they can come in game time.
Kalea, speaking of promising youngsters, can't get around the Caps defense. But Burrell then loses her footing. It's a A few times it's happened to her tonight. It allows Forster to split the defense very nicely. Forster dancing around Kalea. That one can't be baked in. Edwards is there for the offensive board. Can't finish that one off either. Bibby has a go, and this time it lands for the Perth Lynx. 71 to 79. Solway's got to go. 1 second left. She pops up three. And Abby Solway gives the NCCC crowd something to cheer about. Plays in the South League. Melbourne getting it to Swade for three. Number 8. She says, Stelly, I'm coming for you. They'll be running some plays for her, that's for sure, as Perth trying to put up a settling shot. And Swade just slaps it out of Bibby's head. She gets it back. Luckily for Perth fans, getting the crowd on their feet. Some of the work she's been doing tonight. Kalea gets the ball stripped out of her hands, but good offensive ball, good persistence.
Second half has Kalea. Few erratic turnovers there as we see a pretty hard screen from the Perth Lynx and a beautiful finish.
Melbourne now, her team within 3. What a great performance this is from the Caps once again. A good pass to Pizzy, they're within 1. So Burrows bringing the ball down for Perth, their youth player of the year last year, Teo Burrows. Kelly for her first WNBL points, and what a time to land it. She's something about Shanice Swain tonight. Good feeling about what she's doing.
The offensive of the UC Caps.
Solway back out there for Canberra. Swain driving in, and that's a 30-piece for Shanice Swain. She's lighting it up. Klitschoi card into Atwell. That is awesome from the Lynx. Amy Atwell in that extended Opal squad as well. A few players on the court tonight in that squad. Alex Sharp gets to work and does so successfully on Melbourne. Just sticking with the ball in hand, and then, oh, a little windmill throw to Swade, who gets it into Smart. That's a bit of circus trickery there from Canberra, but can't convert. Kelly into Sharp. Sorry, it was Klitschoi card who got it to go for Perth.
Per game, and then obviously the Lynx with the 86. The interesting thing is the Lynx have given up. Credit to her and obviously Ryan Petrick and giving him the opportunity, but those opportunities don't come knocking very often, and you've got to make sure you continue to put in the hard work, and that's something Brittany Smart has done.
Canberra had their own awards night straight after this game, and I reckon there'll be a few candidates for MVP. As Sharp puts down another 2 points for Perth.
The next couple of years of her career in the WNBL.
Forster into Klitschoi card, and that's a nice fadeaway shot from her. A good win for the Perth Lynx on the eve of what's to be a scintillating semi-final series against Townsville.